This is a Headgum podcast.
I mean, Kissinger is the most evil American to ever live.
Yeah, and by the way, he talk about a body count. I mean, he was dating some of the hottest women around.
He's a puss hound.
He was. I mean,
so was Hitler, though.
Well, all right. Listen, well, but that's one thing I love, that they're all getting laid.
So many segments. Thank the Lord above. Thank the Lord above. But let's start all again. Next we have Arnold Schwarzenegger family tree. One-star sex toy reviewee. Feet big salesman, subway letters. Gareth trains to fight a live gorilla. Yeah, don't drop the omelet. What's that smell? Car stuck in a field or Andrew Garfield. Bathtub confession. Fight your own dad. There's so many segments. Next we have.
All right, welcome to another episode of Next We Have. The show has exploded. I want to thank everybody who's reviewing and rating and listening and then watching on YouTube or vice versa. Either way, do both. It's the only way to help me stop living in a van and having 31 podcasts. But we are having a lot of fun. We're figuring the show out more and more. We're trying to keep it high and tight, as they say. Oh, and we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up. We're world building very well. I think one of the segments today does that maybe better than any other segment. But today we have a great guest. We have a bunch of great guests, but the first one is Dave Anthony joins us. Dave Anthony, who I do my longest running podcast with, the Dollop. Dave, a lot of times I feel like is my dad until he gets really mad at me, and then I know he's my dad. But Dave and I have been doing the Dollop for almost 11 years. We're about to do our 700th episode, which is very exciting. So we have Dave on today. We have some fun making Dave go through a villainous round robin. So picking the biggest piece of crap from history. Who will it be? There's only one way to find out. And you're doing it already. You're listening. It's about to happen right now. So we're going to do that. And then we have Chris and Bryan from the show Guys, Meant for Everybody. They walk me through some reviews, some Ticketmaster reviews. I've often really enjoyed going through and reading what people comment on stuff that is sort of just into the void for no real reason. And these guys they have come in and they're pretty adept at this. So we read Ticketmaster reviews of, I don't know what, just artists. It's really just, I don't know. It feels like angry people just yelling into a pillow. But it's fun. So they walk us through that. There's some fun there. And then the last segment is, producer Byrnes on the show and friend of show Luke Simmons. I think they just started arguing about who was better at Jeopardy, and that turned into us deciding, well, let's find out.
We didn't start arguing. No. You instigated. That's what happened.
I did not. I didn't know you could join me for the intro. I thought you were isolated for these.
Well,
it's highly unorthodox for you to be even talking.
I guess not.
Yeah, so don't talk during this.
Huh?
Do not talk again. This is the intro.
I did. There was a comment I wanted to talk to you about from the YouTube from last week.
Can I at least finish the introing?
I don't know.
Yes,
I was going to let you, but then you started getting all uppity with me, so I decided to complicate it for you.
Quiet, Karen. So what we basically have is Byrnes and Luke competing at Jeopardy, and you're going to want to stick around and listen to this because it's exciting. All right, Karen, what's going on? What's the comment you want to talk about?
This guy from last week's episode, sure. When you made fun of my tracksuit.
Yeah, your track. Oh, I've forgotten about your tracksuit. I've forgotten about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah, this guy commented. Somebody commented, "This tracksuit fella is older than I imagined. He looks like a cool grandpa." So people do like the outfit,
and are calling you a grandpa. You like that?
Cool. I like the qualifier. I can't help like that. I like him. Got like a gray mustache.
You could dye it, which I tried to do in Fort Collins, and you looked like Wario, and you were quite handsome. Can we actually show the picture? Can we actually show the picture of Byrnes when I dyed his mustache black at the Campana household? Let's just show that picture, and I would love for people to weigh in and tell me whether or not they think this is a cool look, because I think it's a pretty awesome look. But you're being sassy as usual, tracksuit
It's hard to not sass you.
Anyway, that's the intro to the show. We're very excited. So enjoy this first segment with Dave Anthony from the Dollop. All right, what do you got next, Burnzo?
Well, we talked a little bit about trying to figure out the most villainous evil person in history. So I put together.
So this we basically, Dave, you're a history guy, and you got into history because you read the
Bible.
The Bible. No, what did you? What
is that true? Wait, is
no,
that
no,
true?
No, good Lord, it's the People's History of the United States by Howard Zinn.
That's right.
And that book is, for anyone who hasn't read that book, probably a great time to read that book.
Indeed.
It just you really, it peels you off pretty quick. Where you're like, well, that's a shame. It's honestly like when I stopped eating meat, it was like because I read this book, and it was like by chapter 2, I was like, well, yeah, okie dokie. I was like, yeah, I didn't realize it was that bad. But yeah, so we kind of talked about like trying to figure out who's the biggest piece of shit in history.
Okay.
By doing a round robin of the biggest pieces of shit from history. So you're going to see some kind of matchups here that Byrnes has put together.
Byrnes, are you on this list?
No, why would I be on this list?
It's a fair question.
I think I've got to be. I'm definitely not even the most evil person on this.
But a lot of times you rub your hands together and you go, I'm just getting started.
There you go.
Well, that is true. I am just getting started.
Okay, well, what's behind you, by the way, in the cabinet? By the way, not evil guy.
Ñaños?
Yeah.
Dave, trust me, we're not doing this. Nope.
All right.
No, sir, Ñaños. All right, so stop it. So we've got the round robin. Are we able now? How do you want to do this, Byrnes? Do you want to do this kind of one by one?
I figured I'd show you the bracket.
Okay,
and we can kind of go from there.
Wow, we are starting off strong. So we've got some real.
Look, 1 and 8 are really okay.
So
you don't like the seating?
It's tough. That's a tough one to put those two against each other.
Well, for anyone who doesn't know how this works, that we're sort of March Madnessing just huge pieces of shit. So we're going to start off with I guess we'll start off with our 1 versus 8. This is actually probably going to be a little tough.
We could build
Dave.
to that. Well, that might be our main event. We might want to build to that one.
Well, why don't we start?
that's the prime time.
All right, why don't we start with the 7 versus 2 seed? We're starting 7 seed Vlad the Impaler and 2 seed Joseph Stalin. So what do you know about Vlad the Impaler, Dave? And if there's any pitching that needs to be done on him, Byrnes, maybe you can weigh in.
Well, he was a bad boy, and he to scare his enemies, he would basically, after he conquered someone over, he would impale people on poles. So if you were going to his castle or whatever, you had to go past just poles and poles of dudes who were dead.
So the name is pretty good.
Yeah.
Was he a czar?
No, he wasn't in Russia.
He was the voivode of Wallachia.
Sure.
Sure.
I was going to say that, but
yeah.
Basically, he's like a prince.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he was big into impaling enemies. Do we know a death count on him? I mean, was he
It was pretty big.
Yeah, okay.
He impaled tens of thousands of people.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize it was like that.
Oh, no, it was like a sea of impaled people.
Oh,
like they would be lined on the road. Like you'd be like going into town and there'd just be like huge stakes along the road with people like impaled on them. And you'd be like, maybe I should go the other way.
You know what? It's called branding.
Yeah, it really, I mean, honestly, you put a Ram truck in there, I'm listening.
But yeah, no, they called him Vlad Dracula.
Oh,
that
so
was like a
maybe
nickname of his.
Okay.
So maybe it was like based on I don't know, who knows. But okay, versus Stalin. Dave, thoughts on Stalin? And by the way, don't stammer at the beginning and try to think of him, aka Joseph Stalin stalling.
I mean, he killed a bunch of people. He's just one of those. He killed a lot of guys.
Yeah. World War. He was big. He was part of the alliance in World War II.
Sure, but everybody killed people. I mean, look, we like to pick out commies who killed people and ignored the non-commies who killed people.
We wouldn't have won World War II without Stalin.
Right.
There's no question. But
That's right. He basically defeated fascism.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was very big in that, and then, but then it was like, oh, now he's like still going, like he like kept cooking.
Do you want to give a little brief summary of Stalin there?
Stalin, he basically ruled through terror, purging people, gulags, hundreds of thousands of people. Millions. 6 to 20 million people are estimated to have died under his rule during what was essentially peacetime. He wasn't like killing enemies in other countries. He was killing his own civilians by just shipping them off. And he had a lot of culpability in it too, because he was entirely in control of the USSR. Deliberate state terror, I would say.
Okay, now having lived through the past few years, would you say maybe that's the best way to get rid of the right wing?
I like Vlad's style a little bit better, to be honest with you. All right, Dave. So it's Vlad the Impaler, a sea of people impaled. Joseph Stalin, World War II ally, then self-gulagging and killing millions of people. I didn't realize it was millions.
I mean, a lot of them came. A lot of them
shit?
Came at him with a knife. I would say Vlad the Impaler because of the actual visual impaling.
Okay,
situation.
so Vlad. Sorry, Stalin.
And Stalin did defeat fascism, so I got to give him.
Sorry, Joey, you ain't beating Vlad the Impaler. Vlad advances. Okay, now why don't we go to our 5th and 4th seeds? Is that King Leopold Byrnes?
Yes.
As our 5th?
King Leopold of Belgium.
King Leopold of Belgium versus Genghis Khan.
Tough matchup.
Yeah. Now, King Leopold I know less about.
Okay, King Leopold was basically Hitler before Hitler was Hitler.
Oh, okay.
He was it the Congo? I think it was the Congo. Yes. Basically, Belgium owned the Congo. By owned, I mean conquered. And then
he owned it. He actually legally owned it himself.
He owned it himself.
Personally. It was private property.
So he just killed so many fucking people.
Yeah. In order to own the Congo as yours, to get a deed to the Congo, I would imagine.
This was capitalism. This was about getting rubber. Rubber. So basically, he would do stuff like, your family, you guys have to bring in this much rubber, and if you don't, I'll cut your hands off.
Dave, do you ever think that when people started to discover great resources in countries, they were like, look, we should get out of here because for right now it's good, but eventually the whites are going to come and kill us all for this item?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so he was a rubber killer.
It's estimated at about 10 million people.
Oh, that's nothing.
And like brutal torture, like cutting off body parts.
Well, when you read the people's history of the United States, I think that is one of the things that is so shocking. Is the second that we, for lack of a better term, started to go into indigenous cultures, like indigenous cultures were like, no, you don't get to do that, and then it was like the brutality was so alarming that they were like, wait, what?
Yeah, off the charts.
You just like cut people's faces open for gold?
Yeah, they killed some. They killed way more people than Hitler did. Like Leopold was, the Belgians were fucking out of their fucking tree, and that was just all for profit. Like it's just completely insane.
But counterpoint,
Genghis Khan.
Sprouts.
Rapey McConnerman.
Now, it is said that anytime, like, so many people, when they get their, like, ancestry or whatever done, are related to Genghis Khan because Genghis Khan really, he seeded so heavily, so brutally, and like you said, is a murderous, rapist, lunatic.
Yeah, I don't even know what his body count is. It's pretty crazy. But I think it's just a different time.
That's why we bring you in, because we need you to say, time-wise,
Like
King Leopold.
It was just, that was like,
do you think Genghis Khan's appearance in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure was good PR for him?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it made me like him a little bit.
Yeah, I like him
He
a lot
jumped on the
better after that.
trampoline. He had a baseball bat.
He was fun.
He was a fun guy.
Fun guy. That's a thing.
That's counterpoint.
Leopold wasn't fun like him. He's fun.
No, yeah. So what do we have Genghis Khan's body count, Byrnes?
It's estimated at around 30 to 40 million people.
Ooh, wow.
Possibly more if you count the famine and disease spread by the wars that he started.
I think you count that.
It's so hard because it is a different time. Like that was like conquer and pillage time.
Right.
Whereas Leopold, I guess it's colonialism, right? It's a little different.
Yeah.
I just hate Leopold so much because it's so much closer to our timeline. But
And again, the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Genghis Khan, good
Yeah.
PR. So I'm sensing you're advancing Leopold.
I mean, it's really hard. Yeah, I'll just do Leopold.
Okay, so Leopold is advancing. All right, so AG1 is coming at you with new tropical flavors. I've been an AG1 fan for a long time, but now it's tropical. So it tastes way less like greens and more like fruit, refreshing, a good jump start to the day. I'm not going to get too specific, but the digestion is improving. You have a steadier energy level, stronger immune system. I'm able to flip cars in parking lots. And I think everybody knows I've been pretty clear. I try to be as healthy as possible, especially when I'm on the road so I don't get sick. That's why AG1 is perfect. It keeps your immune system going. I just like knowing that I'm doing something every day to sort of stay ahead of it. Over time, many times I've tried other green powders, then I found AG1, and it's the easiest to drink. It's just a little bit of powder. You do it in the morning. There's no added sugars. It's plant-based. There's no artificial sweeteners. And they do taste good. That's the other thing. When my mother was staying with me and I had her take a bunch of AG1 back to England with her, she was drinking it every day. She felt great. And she's run out since. So the next time she comes here, I'm going to load her suitcase with the pure powder and treat her like an AG1 drug mule. But like I said, I've tried others. This is by far the best one. Great flavors, worth a shot. So your daily health drink just got a lot more flavorful. Head to drinkag1.com/nextwehave to try the new AG1 flavors and get a free welcome kit worth $76 when you subscribe. That's 5 travel packs, a shaker, canister, and scoop. Again, that's drinkag1.com. Next we have. It's the number one. AG number one.com/next we have. That's confusing, so just do drinkag1.com/next we have. So that actually means so that's exciting because now we're going to do our 3 seed versus our 6. Mao Zedong versus Pol Pot. I just watched a little thing on Pol Pot recently, and my God. Wowie zowie.
Yeah.
Now, didn't Pol Pot, where was Pol Pot, where was he from again, Byrnes?
Cambodia.
It was Cambodia, that's what I thought.
Kampuchea.
And he started as a communist. He started as a communist, and then I think missed the message a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't really get the communism part.
Because then he started to realize, I mean, it's what happens a lot of times. People get all this power.
They get a power and they go
and
crazy.
then they go, I actually believe in everything goes to me.
Yeah.
And that was basically Pol Pot's deal. And then he just started to, I mean, once again, murder.
Which
Greatly.
is not communism.
No. But he did murder everyone equally,
Yes.
which I think is a nice message.
But he put teachers in camps and shit, and he was like,
When I was a kid, our teachers would take us to camp for a weekend every now and then.
Not that kind.
Oh. Yeah, brutal. You got any write-up on him, Byrnesy? Maybe just a little something to put a finer point on him?
Well, I mean, his idea was to basically return, make Cambodia great again. Like you wanted to go to a mythical past, when there were no cities or foreigners or class distinctions in the, and he was willing to kill anybody that didn't fit. He obviously didn't kill nearly as many people as Mao, who actually, when you get to it, has basically the largest body count in history.
Well,
he killed 25% of his own country, essentially.
Pol Pot.
So, like, percentage-wise, yeah, he killed a quarter of his own people. That's fucking crazy.
That's fucking crazy. And then Mao Zedong.
But my understanding is a lot of them came at him with a knife.
Yeah, I think again, a lot of this is
self-defense.
It's self-defense.
Yeah,
a lot of this is self-defense. Yeah. So our 3 seed, Dave, Mao Zedong. First impressions there. What do you know about Mao? What do you think?
Well, let's start out with the good stuff. Killed the landlords.
Yeah, not a bad thing.
Also was fighting arguably a worse person who was driven to Taiwan, but slaughtered a lot of fucking people.
Who was he driving to Taiwan?
Oh fuck, what's his name? God damn it, Chiang Kai-shek? Is it Chiang Kai-shek?
Okay.
That's what Taiwan is. They're the
sort of offshoot,
the capitalists who fled,
right?
But they fucking killed. Like, they're also monstrous.
Okay, so you're talking about a monster killing monsters to start with, and then then what happens?
Well, he won. Mao Zedong won the war,
but he also.
I don't know what. Well, let's hear what Byrnes has to say, because there's conflated numbers with famine, in which.
Yeah, I mean, his numbers are all over the place because a lot of his sort of evil was indirect. He.
Well, so that's what we call propaganda. Like, for instance,
I was just going to say,
he didn't try to do a famine. He was trying to feed the people, and then the famine was a result. And people say that's his death count. Is that a death count, or was he?
There's apparently a lot of evidence that he knew that it was like they were like, "Yo, this isn't going to work," and he was like, "Do it anyway."
Yeah, I don't. So, that's where I would just drop that in the propaganda shoot.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, look, I won't pretend to be super knowledgeable on Mao Zedong. I mean, I think the argument you could make for him is that it was ideologically motivated, where he was, there was there was more reasoning behind what he was up to than what Pol Pot was up to.
Sure, absolutely.
Intent might be the argument you would make.
And he raised, besides the Soviet Union, he raised more people out of poverty into the middle class than fucking, those are the 2 countries that raise more people out of the middle class,
Reagan,
faster than anybody ever has.
Okay, so we have we have Pol Pot, Mao Zedong. I feel like you're going to advance Pol Pot because
killing 25% of your population is insane. It's
counterpoint, 75% are fine. What do you think about that? I'm a real country 3/4 full kind of guy when it comes to this sort of stuff. Okay, Pol Pot advances. So far we have Vlad the Impaler is going to play Pol Pot in the semifinals, and we have King Leopold has advanced, beating Genghis Khan. It was a close matchup. A lot of people had Khan taking it, but Leopold won. And then we're now going to our 1st versus 8th seed. Now, I will say, Byrnes,
this is tough.
This is fucked up, because that Dave particularly hates our 8th seed, Henry Kissinger. He was a huge celebrator of when Kissinger died.
His body count's insane.
And yet you can't not pick the 1 seed for this. I mean, this is the Duke of this. This is Adolf Hitler, who really changed everything. So, what is it about Kissinger that really bugs you, Dave? What is it?
Well, what if Hitler was adored by everybody in power and never got punished?
What if? So Hitler, but Kissinger lasted so long. Hitler,
Kissinger died a fucking hero to all these.
No, Kissinger is. I mean, we said it when we did the Behind the Bastards together. He is the Forrest Gump of war crimes.
Yeah,
he was everywhere forever in every picture. Everyone wanted him around. Well, it was such a weird. It's one of those things that's whenever a person, it's like Epstein. When you see Epstein in pictures with both parties, the royal class of both of our parties, quote unquote, you're like, wait, what? So they all were with Epstein? That's crazy. And that's the same with Kissinger. They all embraced Kissinger. They all loved Kissinger.
And What's Kissinger's body count? I can't remember, but it's pretty fucking enormous.
You have those stats there, Jamie?
Let me see. What do I have? Yeah, I mean, all right, I have them more broken down, but give me one quick second.
All right. Well, then while you're doing that,
I don't know who the other guy is. Hitler? Is that
Hitler? No,
Hitler.
he
Adolf.
Adolf. No,
Adolf.
it's a game.
Adolf.
He did a lot of bad. It seemed. I mean, obviously Hitler famously took a cyanide pill and then shot himself.
Well, that's what he should have done.
Which is really how you know he wanted out.
It's too bad he didn't do that early on, like in the 20s.
Well, isn't there that story about how, and I don't know if this is just some fabricated bullshit, but there's a story about how some guy in World War I, which is what had
could have killed him.
Could have killed him and let him go.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that guy's.
I don't buy that. Like, how it was like, oh, that's Hitler. Like you're in the heat of World War I, the craziest war ever, and you're like, oh, this guy here, that's Adolf Hitler.
Let me tell you something. If you met Adolf Hitler, you knew you met Adolf Hitler. You know what I mean?
You didn't forget.
I guess. I guess. All right, maybe.
Okay. I am. That time period is so fucking crazy to me. Obviously. So, I know who I would advance. Byrnes, what do you have on Hank Kissy?
A high end death count for him would be 3 to 4 million.
I think it's more, but yeah,
probably more. And Hitler blows that out of the water.
But yeah, it's obviously Hitler. But
it's you wanted to test him, and you definitely passed the test, Dave. So by no surprise, Adolf Hitler is advancing. So that leaves that leaves King Leopold and Hitler in our semis.
I mean, Kissinger is the most evil American to ever live. So
and by the way. He talk about a body count. I mean, he was dating some of the hottest women around.
Yeah,
he was a
puss hound.
He was a. Well,
so was Hitler, though.
Well, all right. Listen, but that's one thing I love, that they're all getting laid. That's awesome. Okay, so we are now advancing our 1 seed. No surprise, our Duke. We have our 5th seed, King Leopold. We are advancing Pol Pot and Vlad the Impaler. So now why don't we just go, since we spent some time over on that side of the bracket. In our semifinals, we're now doing Pol Pot versus Vlad the Impaler. Pol Pot, 25% of his population was taken down.
Pol Pot.
Vlad the Impaler had a sea of bodies. You're advancing Pol Pot.
Yeah, Pol Pot.
With great assurance. Why are you...
He was so fucking evil. I mean, maybe it's because he's closer to our timeline, but because I think that always affects, how people feel about history.
Yes.
But and also, like, I saw movies about that and shit, and the killing fields and
you're right.
But killing 25% of your population is fucking insane.
Yeah, it's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah.
And this is not an endorsement of Vlad the Impaler, not friend of show. We're not Vlad. This is not a pro Impaler endorsement.
He's come on as a guest, but we ask him some pretty tough questions.
Oh yeah, well, it's not a softball interview. It's like Tucker Ted Cruz. We're holding his feet to the fire. Well, anyway, Vlad, you had a good run. But congrats to Pol Pot. You're going to the big dance, my guy. This is big. Again, I mean, it's a 6th seed. The 6th seed is supposed to beat the 7th seed, but it actually didn't seem that close in the semifinals. If this were to be a March Madness game, what would the final score be of Pol Pot versus Vlad the Impaler? What do you think?
It's a pretty big blowout.
It's a blowout.
Honestly, yeah.
So what we're doing maybe Pol Pot at 88 and Vlad at like 51?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's a game you're barely watching the second half.
Yeah, it's never close.
All right. Okay. And now here we go with King Leopold facing the big dog, Hitler.
I mean, this is tough because one of the reasons that Hitler is known so well and no one knows what Leopold did is because Hitler killed white people. So it's a really fucking tough one because Leopold's body count is fucking insane. And in such a way that so Hitler killed a lot of people. Well, he does the Holocaust, but he also killed a lot of people through war.
Yeah, right.
Whereas King Leopold just had guys hacking people's fucking body parts off. So it's such a
Hitler
crazy...
Hitler had the camps. I mean,
Hitler had the camps.
The camps were.
Yeah.
That's what I think separates him from most of the.
I think what I'm saying is one guy had absolutely no pushback.
Right.
And he just kept doing it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It was just like...
endless.
Yeah.
Macheteing through.
But at the end of the day, you got to go with Hitler because
he's Hitler.
It's Hitler, and he didn't just kill 6 million Jews. He also killed so many fucking Russians and everything else. Like he killed.
He was an endless
everywhere.
Right. Okay. And again, the mustache.
And the mustache is terrible. And the comb over's not great either.
I think he had a good head.
Oh,
I think he had a good head of hair.
Weird.
I think he styled.
The only thing I'll say good about Hitler is he really knew how to wear shorts.
Is that a knock at me?
Anyway, so now
is that a knock in my direction? Isn't it funny that he loved dogs? Anyway, I always find that strange. I'm always like, it's like if you saw, you'd be like, he's a great dog owner. And
I don't like German Shepherds.
Well, I'll tell you what, he set a lot back, and German Shepherds among them. That dog is, Trump never had a dog. Anyway, okay, there we go. The big dance. Here we are. It's what we've all been waiting for. We got
Melania?
Pol Pot. Oh my Lord, we've got Pol Pot versus a Hitler. Here we go. Dave, if you're going to put a score on this event.
Pol Pot versus Hitler.
Yeah,
it's Hitler, but man, it's actually closer than I think people think because again, killing 25% of your population.
You really hung up on that.
It is fucking insane.
It's not.
It is an insane number.
It's not sane.
And it's your own. It's insane.
It's not sane.
So yeah, you got to go with Hitler.
What are you putting the score at this one? Is this a blowout? Is this kind of close?
It's not a blowout, but it's not close.
You watch it, but like
it's
the
not
last
a blowout,
4 minutes, you're like, this is over.
Yeah. You're like, okay, well, he pulled ahead. But Pol Pot had kept going. I think he would have expanded to other places for sure.
Yeah, and he, by the way, Pol Pot he just died naturally. He was able to die in his home.
He died from a burp.
No, he didn't. I think that's not sure where you're getting that, but no, he just died of like heart failure. He died an old man. Which always bothers me when enormous war, like Kissinger was able to just die of natural causes. Genghis Khan obviously died getting his penis caught in a coconut. But there we go. With no surprise, we've advanced our 1 seed, but a little closer than we all thought. But again, it just goes to show you there's no end to the huge pieces of shit in this world. Mm-hmm. And the good news is we could do another 30 of these. Yeah. And we could even do a modern day one. No problem. But with
there's a great one you can do of just evil people who went to Harvard.
Well,
or Yale.
I do like that.
We'll tease that one. Go Yaleys. All right, Dave. Well, thank you for joining us on this nightmare round robin.
Do I get a Hitler shirt or something?
That's a really bad question. All right, that is the end of the Dave Anthony segment. We have more with him. He was a bit of a terror on set, but still we got through it. Next, we're going to go into the world of some reviews with Chris and Bryan from the podcast Guys. They are genuinely hilarious. And so it's their little mission of finding people complaining. So enjoy this segment on Next We Have. All right, so we've got Chris and Bryan. You guys are from the Guys podcast, which is a podcast for guys.
No, about them.
About guys. Is it not for them?
Well, it is. It's for them, but it's for everyone also.
I was told it wasn't for women. Am I marketing this improperly?
Well, listen, they don't like it, but
okay,
that's not our fault. We're trying to get them to like it.
Yeah, we would love for them to like it.
Well, I joined you all for an episode a little while ago, and while we were on, you were sort of talking a little bit, Bryan, about Ticketmaster comments. You were talking about it, and as I was starting this show, started thinking to myself, well, that would just be such a good segment, and we tried to steal it, and my producer was just not good enough. His name is Byrnes. Go ahead. What? What?
I don't do enough.
Okay.
I asked you for help. I asked you for some pointers and some guidance. It was your idea. You brought it to me. You gave me half the information I needed.
What are you eating?
I'm having a little bit of this sweet and spicy nut mix from Cars that I found in the kitchen because I'm hungry because I'm working so hard. I didn't even have a chance to eat before we came in here today.
This guy's high energy. Your producer's high energy.
Well, you guys, you don't understand. This has been going on for years.
It seems like there's a lot of stuff between you guys.
Look, all I was doing was trying to artfully say he failed me.
I didn't fail.
Oh my God, stop.
You have to know what to look for.
That's all I'm saying. He's bad at looking up shit. That's all I'm saying.
I've done 128 episodes, so I have learned quite a bit about finding weird guys.
All right. So, but anyway, I didn't really know what it like. So, will you set this up a little bit? Like, what how did you stumble upon this world, and how did you discover it to be so fruitful that people are on Ticketmaster with amazing comments?
I think I was doing a prog rock episode and I just couldn't find enough stuff. And then I, for some reason, looked up Rush and then it linked to their Ticketmaster page. And then I clicked reviews and I was like, these are all crazy.
Yeah,
because most people don't know that it's done.
Yeah, because it's not on, because of course there's no way to go back. You're like on Ticketmaster, you can't go to previous events. That doesn't exist. You can't like type in and go look at events, but it's on the page of the artist. That's where you find it, and then you click on reviews, and you find people reviewing specific shows. They send emails out to people to say you can be like a fan voice or something, and then that's where they end up. But yeah, it's for everything. Like every show that's on Ticketmaster has a few reviews.
Why is it Ticketmaster specifically? Is it because that's kind of the only place where you can really be unfiltered reviewing the show like this? What do you think it is?
I'll say the reason it is very strange is because I don't think the people know what they're supposed to be reviewing at all. Like,
what are they supposed to be reviewing?
We don't know what they're supposed to be reviewing.
And also, nobody knows. And they don't know where the review's going. Like, who's seeing the review is the big question.
Me.
Like, the venue is not, like, the artist, they're not, no one's looking at it. So it's not, I guess it's for the public to see kind of the feed, to give the feedback. I actually
only found indication that one person has looked at a review.
Is it you?
Well, me. No, a second person. Actually,
you and another.
Me and one other guy. Because I looked up Guy Fieri on here. And I went to his reviews, and there's only 3 reviews, and the 2 of them are bad. The first 2, one's a 2-star, one's a 1-star. They didn't like what he did.
Yeah.
He said it droned on and this and that.
Well, and it's what, for a restaurant?
For
that I
show.
don't know.
I think
it seems as though it's a show.
It was a show. I mean, it's Ticketmaster, so Ticketmaster doesn't sell tickets for the restaurant, so it had to have been some kind of show.
It's a matter of time. Guy Fieri's live restaurant.
That's what it seems like, because it's got 3 reviews. The first 2 are bad, and then the last one is this guy who's just like 5 stars. Guy Fieri is great. I love Guy Fieri so much. Why would you say such hurtful things? Honestly, like, for real, I'm going to cry at how mean you are. Like, so what, the show was too long for your taste? Or the jokes were bad? He's still my number 1, Dad. So stop it, haters. Love you, Guy. Don't stop doing what you do. So
what's so funny, too, is that you said that 2 people have seen this and you're one of them. Like, he's like saying this to Guy, like, Guy, keep doing it. It's like, Guy's nowhere near this.
No, Guy would be actively trying to avoid seeing anything like that.
Well, he doesn't even know it exists, and even if he did, yeah, exactly. He'd be like, I'm not interested.
So the other stuff we found that have been real fun are tribute bands.
Okay, so we've got reviews on Ticketmaster of tribute bands.
Yes.
Will you read some of the ones you have, Brian?
I have one from Queen. This is from Killer Queen, a tribute band. Okay. It's a 1-star review from the Balboa Theater in San Diego. And he goes, Queen has a huge body of work, but in the first hour, we had only heard of a few of their most recognizable songs. And this is something that'll show up a lot, too. These guys are experts on how to put on a live show. Because now he goes, the stage lighting was great, but they shine the lights right into the audience quite a few times. The music was so loud that we couldn't hear the singer very well, which was probably fine because he was no Freddie Mercury.
Probably not.
No fucking shit.
Yeah, he's the legendary rock singer, one of the greatest ever.
It seemed like he was trying too hard to connect with the audience.
I hate forced. That. I hate when the performer's trying to connect to the audience. Like,
and when they shine lights into the crowd. Have you ever been to a concert?
Yeah. Sometimes we believe that they have never been like a lot of these reviews at times seem like they haven't, because a lot of them be like, we had to wait like 2 hours for the band to come on stage. Like,
it seemed like they were trying to get us there early so we'd buy a bunch of drinks or something, you know? Like, it was crazy.
He goes, about 50 minutes in, the drummer did a solo. Then he left the stage along with, quote, Freddie, unquote, and one of the guitar players. Without question or word, the other guitar player did a solo. He was very talented, which went on a really long time. We left after less than an hour. We were really looking forward to this. We're both big Queen fans, and most tribute bands we have seen are good. This was not. So
I don't think they were that big of Queen fans, because they said they didn't recognize a number of the songs in the first hour, and I feel like they were obviously playing Queen songs, right?
Yeah.
yes.
We're big Queen fans.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Well, this isn't We Will Rock You. Like, you know, do the Bohemia one. Yeah.
Fat Bottom Girls? I've never heard anything like this. Who's this for? Is this an original? This guy doesn't even look like he has AIDS.
Asking, is this an original song? Like,
is Freddie sick?
You know what would be horrendous? If during the show Freddie Mercury's health deteriorated.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Just right before one of the songs, he's like, sorry, I've just gotten a bit of bad news.
Howie gave it 2 stars, and he said music was too loud. And
this is a big complaint at concerts. Well, they got the stuff turned way up.
I mean, it is a live event. That is a proximity issue.
Yeah, but you could turn it down a little bit. You know what I mean? It doesn't got to be all like.
Well,
boom,
that's
boom,
why
you know.
Every show I go to, I always think what they should do is do one song, and then we have kind of a democratic election as to if we want it louder, quieter, or if we're happy.
And you do that after every song.
You do it after every song. Right. You just do a check-in.
This review gets way more odd than saying it's too loud. He goes, there was no moderation or nuance. When home, I viewed Queen videos to be sure I wasn't wrong in my review.
That's smart.
Poor set sequencing. We and others left around an hour. So they left an hour in too. But I do like going home and saying, I'm studying tape here. That guy is on anything like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. It's just John Gruden and Queen.
What are they called at the Fish concerts?
Chompers.
Oh, chompers, yes.
Can you explain chompers and tarpers to Gareth?
Well, first of all, you're not allowed to tarp at Fish concerts anymore. So
that's a new big thing that it's actually been brought. The band has actually addressed it now.
Wait, what can't you do?
Tarp. So basically people will come in, it's general admission, and there'll be like a big floor, and these guys will come super early and they'll bring a giant tarp and they'll put it in the front row and they'll be like, this is my area where I'm gonna
like
dance.
A land grab.
Yeah, and it's a crazy thing to do, but it became truly shocking behavior, and everyone hates them so much, as you can imagine. But and then chompers are more normal in like concert settings where it's just people who talk during the concert.
Right.
But during Fish, it gets real quiet because they're noodling around for 23 minutes.
For hours on it. So it's like, it's so fucking boring. Of course, you got to talk to someone for a little bit, but then there's people who are so obsessed with every second of it that they hate when anybody talks to them during any point in the concert.
Tarpers is awesome.
Yeah.
It is.
If the world is a concert, America's the Tarpers.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. It's such horrible behavior, and it's so wild to do that because then you're just sitting there with everyone afterwards, and like the Tarpers know that everyone hates them.
Well,
they just
also
don't care.
At Fish, which has this sort of, I guess, outside the bubble energy of like, hey man, we're all just here to have a good time. Like, let's all get along. And then like some colonialists show up and are just like, leave our land.
Yeah,
I need this space to dance. We've read it so many times.
They need the space to dance because they get so high on drugs and stuff that they can't like contain their dancing to one little space. So they're trying to like frame it up like we're doing it for the safety of the other people.
For everybody.
It's for everyone, you know.
That is.
But
so
Trey and the boys finally addressed it. Like the Fish actually addressed it publicly, and it's like being outlawed now. You actually aren't able to do it. It was always kind of, but now it's being officially outlawed.
Yeah, no
so
tarps.
Great to like sneak a tarp in your ass.
Yeah, there
Search
will
him
be,
at the
guys,
door.
There will be a new thing,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Guys will bring rope, those chalk lines.
Yeah, chalk lines. They'll chalk line it probably. Like these people are not. They're not like
Lasers.
normal people.
Don't
like
cross
you
the
and
beam, dude.
I found a comedian for you guys since you're
great.
both comedians.
Yes.
Larry the Cable Guy. I looked up Larry the Cable Guy, some of his reviews.
Oh, you
Kim
mean
said
Dan?
he was-
Hey, you mean Dan Whitney?
Yeah.
The guy who's like still nowadays is like dropping that. Like, that's not actually his real name, Larry the Cable Guy.
The idea that you have to shatter Santa for a 44-year-old.
Well, the first disappointing. The opening act was much funnier than Larry was.
Often the
I'd
case.
waited-
We talk about this all the time.
You
in
hear it all the
stand-up.
time.
It's also because they do it. We've talked about. They do a real short set. So oftentimes, if they're really good professional comedians and they're doing 25 minutes, it might be easier for them to have a good set. Possibly.
Well, also, Larry's probably working on a bunch of his new diarrhea stuff, so it's not like it's like not ready yet.
Yeah,
he's working on some new angles with
not
it.
totally flushed out yet.
No, which is actually one of his segues in. I tell you, man, that was not fully flushed out.
I was trying to see if you had seen the new video, but I took it from him. Yeah.
She goes, not so good. I'm sorry, Larry the Cable Guy.
Wow.
That was just the end
Sorry,
of the
Santa
review.
Claus.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Larry the Cable Guy. Like
At least
saying
he's
his
respectful.
full fake name out at the end.
He's respectful.
This is a guy that gave it a 3-star review, and
Which
he
we
uses
decide, we decide that's the weirdest review. That's the weirdest review to ever give, especially like when you're not forced into it, you're just choosing to. It's like I just kind of I don't feel one way or the other. I'm kind of in the middle. It's like, well, then you really don't need to do this at all.
That's so true. Why? You're okay with it. Go away.
Yeah, that's
This
you're
is a place
just
for really
immediate.
good or really bad.
We're not looking
What
for
does it
you.
mean?
Yeah.
When somebody gives something 3 stars, I just want to say, what does that mean? What does
They just don't feel any way about it, really. That's what it is.
We enjoyed Larry the Cable Guy in Grant, Oklahoma. However, Larry has seemed to lose a little.
I don't want to be disrespectful to Mr. Oklahoma, but
Go.
hearing that name out loud and Larry the Cable
Grant?
Guy is opener.
Oh, just the idea of Larry okaying a trip to Grant. I'll tell you, there's sometimes I get pitched cities and I'm like, okay.
Wait,
but I'm not like, awesome.
Wait. Oh, I thought
That's a
that was
city,
the. I thought that
not
was
the
the
name
name
of
of
the
the
opener,
opener.
Chris.
I thought he was
No.
named Grant, Oklahoma.
It'd be a good name, though.
By the way, that sounds like the perfect opener for Larry the Cable
That's
Guy.
why That's
Like
why
if the guy
I
was like, I'm a frontiersman. My name's Grant, Oklahoma. This here river's unnamed until I get my fingers in it.
Oh man, I pictured it as such a good show. Like them, compliment each other perfectly and getting along well at breakfast the next day too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You guys were great. Hey, are you Grant, Oklahoma? I can't recognize you without the drum kit in front of you.
I love the line. Larry has seemed to lose a little something off his fastball in the last few years.
The idea that he had a fastball.
And maybe
You're telling me the Cable Guy ain't got it anymore?
I don't know.
Everybody's getting sad now. Like, damn, even Larry gets old.
Jesus.
Fuck, man. That really ages you when you realize, holy shit, the
Larry
Cable
doesn't have
Guy's.
a fastball anymore. What was his fastball? Tell me that defining bit that Larry the Cable Guy.
I think it was
get her done.
Yeah, it was when he
There
said
it
"get her done" for the first time, and everyone went absolutely ape shit. Right, like for like a good 6 months or so, people were like, "Holy shit!"
even
man.
longer, honestly. Like get her. If you have merch, it's going on for a while. If you have catchphrase merch, get her done.
It's honestly, you gotta say, it is one of the most successful catchphrases.
He was truly probably the top earning stand-up for 2 years in a row. I would
He does say, you guys are going to love this. It appeared to me that he had a couple of pops before the show.
Uh-oh.
That said, it was a solid 3-star set. However, the warm-up comedian that did a 15 to 20 minutes set was not very good.
Oh.
This guy says Mater got it done, and Grant, this is a 5-star review.
Fuck yeah, Mater. Mater got her done. That is what Larry, the cable guy, is hoping for every review. Mater got her done.
Well, he goes, we attended Larry's show at a small casino in Grant, Oklahoma on Friday. I was stunned when I saw the event and that there were 2 seats in the first row, middle, that were somehow available, so I immediately purchased them. We were 15 feet from Larry and saw every look, every inflection up close. The first 5 minutes was specific to the venue. The first 5 minutes was specific to the venue, which I thought was unique for such a headliner.
That's actually super unique. I've never heard of a headlining comic. I've never heard a headlining comic talk about the venue before.
It's just so
this place is wild.
It's so funny to be like, I mean, he had doves in his jacket. He's not doing that everywhere.
And finally, great entertainer, not so great venue. This is a good venue review. Larry's always, and this took place in the Chris Angel Theater at Planet Hollywood.
Oh, that's always good. Shows at the Chris Angel Theater are always good. That's crazy.
This guy says, Larry's always funny and entertaining. Venue was less than good. All black, no decor, uncomfortable seats, lights in my face, seemed dirty, won't choose this venue again.
By the way, that sounds like a review of Chris Angel if you just, instead of removed venue and said man.
Yeah. I mean, that just sounds like a theater, though. You know, like they're usually dark. That's by design. I will say the darkness is by design. They're going for that.
You want it to be really lit up in there.
Well, but you say that, but then the guy who went to the Queen show was upset that the lights came into the audience. You can't please everybody.
Mad.
Well, thank you guys, and people should go listen to Guys the podcast and. Truly, I'm very glad we got linked up because you guys are so goddamn funny.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you.
Well, there we go. Seems like we've got a fruitful zone for content coming up, which is reviews. Now, next we have as teased, a segment between Luke Simmons and Karen Byrnes, who's the show's producer. Luke, you're not allowed to jump into these. You're not allowed to.
If you call me Karen, I'm jumping in.
What? Well, of course you're jumping in. A Karen jumps in. Stop. Good Lord. I'm really sorry to everyone listening. I know he shouldn't be jumping in during the intros, but Karen. Speaking of Karen, you're going to be Karen about this segment. Because like I said, next we have Byrnes and Luke H. Simmons, friend of show, competing at Jeopardy. And I will say, Jeopardy's never been more exciting. All right, so here we are. Let's set this up a little bit. You guys both fancy yourselves good at Jeopardy.
Great at Jeopardy. Pretty good.
Ugh, Luke's going to dominate you. And you guys got to talk. You guys were basically both, Byrnes, you have very cocky about how good you are at Jeopardy.
I'm confident.
Right. Anyway, we got to talking and we decided to see who it was. Now, I will say I love Jeopardy. And in my family, they're always like, wow, Gareth's really good at Jeopardy. And then one time Luke was over and we put Jeopardy on and Luke dominated. So we were like, everyone, all of us, I was like, Luke, get out of here. Jeopardy's about to go. I was like, making me look bad. Get out of here. Luke is very good at Jeopardy. And even just Luke knows stuff that a guy who spills coffee in every vehicle he's ever been in should not know.
A lot. I think the issue is at some point when I was like portioning out as a child how my brain would work, a lot of it went to trivia storage. And a lot of the
it's bizarre.
The day-to-day RAM, not there.
Honestly, the most emotional I've ever seen Luke was when we went to we went to a bar and then they did the thing where they're like, it's trivia night. And to me, trivia night is like, well, time to find a different bar. And Luke was like, yeah, we got to stay. And I was like, what?
I thought we could win it. I felt confident we were going to win it.
So we stayed. And then, he was like, we could win. I was drunk. I was like, I don't really care. And he was like, we can win this thing. And then we lost. And it was like on a question that he had some technical issues with, like a category he had technical issues with. And then he wanted to go up to the woman who just was hosting, who, again, is just sort of like, yeah, whatever, it's a thing to do. He wanted to go up to her after and tell her why it was
the moops.
Yeah, tell her why it was not okay.
I'm sure looking back, the quiz show scandal, people were like, who even cares? The people in those games did. We trusted them as the moderator.
I don't even understand what he's saying.
I'm with him.
She has a sacred responsibility as the moderator. I texted my friend who runs a trivia night. I was like,
I know enough.
I was like, how would you have come down? I don't even remember the specifics of the question.
It was it was a play on
text.
It was a no, I got it. It was a play on like early bird gets the worm. It was like idioms.
Yeah.
The point is trivia is big to him. Why do you think you're so good at Jeopardy, Byrnes?
I think having worked in reality TV as much as I did, especially in a development role, like I've had to learn a lot of different stuff. Like I've always had to do research into tons of crazy things. So I know
you got random facts.
Yeah, I got random facts coming out of my ass.
So what we did was we had you guys each independently watch the same episode of Jeopardy, record yourselves, and record your experience on that episode. And then we've tallied the scores. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to open an envelope with your scores. And then that is going to be your money that you can wager with on the next we have Final Jeopardy, which I pinched a question from a Jeopardy. And you will now be able to wager whatever you want in this round. And we will reveal what your answer is. Okay?
I just want to say that the Jeopardy round, the first round, on the episode we watched, was very difficult.
It's pretty hard.
I thought it was pretty hard, right?
Okay.
I was very frustrated. And then I was kicking myself because a couple of the times I went into the daily doubles like a coward.
You guys were doing the daily doubles.
I don't know. I just shouted out a number beforehand.
All right. So we'll hear some highlights of you guys doing this. Going through your experience.
Get engaged at someone else's engagement party, and you've committed this larceny.
What is rain on their parade?
What is stealing thunder? Fuck! Always willing to host a G'day. This city at the head of Port Phillip Bay stepped up in 1880 and got sporty for the Olympics in 1956.
I'm going to say Sydney.
What is Melbourne? Melbourne is correct, yes. It's what you've captured if you achieve unlikely success. Very loosely speaking.
What is lightning in a jar?
In a Leyden jar. Paul, what is lightning in a bottle? 1,000 for you. Fuck.
I was very frustrated with myself for a few different points.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell you what you'll want to know is that every time I got to a double Jeopardy, I was like, make it a true double Jeopardy. And I got
a true double Jeopardy?
True daily double. That's
right.
Yeah.
So you bet everything every time you hit
I bet like
daily
a coward.
double.
Yeah, and I got it wrong every time.
Oh, I like that.
So I was down to 0 after the final daily double or whatever it's called.
So
that was pretty late.
But then I was going real good. It actually wasn't that late. And then I went real strong after that. So I do think I would bet Luke has a higher score than me, but I think I did okay.
Do you guys think
I think it's going to be competitive.
Do you guys think it'll be close? Luke?
I have no clue. Knowing that he lost it all at some point, I was kicking myself because I bet like a coward and I knew one of them, but then I got one of them wrong too, and I was like, all right, well, I only bet 2,000. So I think
What are the stakes of this?
Can I tell you what I'm hoping?
Sure.
It's not the gentleman's way, but I hope that I'm so far ahead that he can't catch up no matter how.
That's all I want. No, I don't want that. That's exactly what I don't want.
You want to be able to catch
I want this. I would hate for this to be like,
I want to Price is Right him and bet $1 less than he can catch me.
Let's make it interesting.
Okay.
Let's make it interesting.
Okay.
How can we make this like a wager that will interest both? Like the winner should get something rather than just the rights of a braggart.
I mean, I love bragging.
I mean, what do we want to do here? Do we want to do a comical punishment? Do we want to do some sort of actual reward?
I mean, I already had to eat all those nacho chips or Cheez-It things.
Yeah, because you made a bet and you lost it. So
I know. So like,
you really had to eat 10 novelty Taco Bell Cheez-Its because you bet on the presidential election wrong. That's your fault.
I'm reluctant to do it again.
I would also like to point out, I ate some Cheez-Its while I was eating it just because I wanted some Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So it's going to be a hard balance to calibrate.
Well, why don't we say one of two things?
Winner gets $1,000 from Gareth.
No, absolutely not.
Loser gets a tattoo from the winner.
Byrnes?
I mean, okay, yeah.
Would we really say that? Would the loser
gets tattooed right here by the winner?
I would not
Yes.
right now. Not right now.
Not right now. But we'll do it.
We'll do that'll be another segment.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be like
Where's the tattoo going?
On the butt.
on the
Oh
butt.
my God.
I don't know about on the butt.
Yes, on the butt, Luke.
All right.
All right, great. So the this
Can I place it on the butt? I'm planning to get an actual butt tattoo. It's one of my few real estate places.
I understand.
Well, can we put it like low cheek?
I would go high cheek, so it's like
Okay,
maybe
high
peeking
cheek.
up.
Sure, whatever he wants.
Okay, so this game just got a lot. Rochelle, thoughts on the stakes of this bet just became a lot more interesting. Well, the loser will now get a tattoo that the other one gives them on the butt.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be like if I win, I want to do my signature.
Wow.
Okay, can we just say loser gets the winner's signature? It doesn't need to be huge, but on the butt? I mean, guys, we're like halfway through our lives for sure.
Yeah, all right.
What are we holding on to here?
right.
We're just basically paper.
I want him to practice a little bit first.
Yeah, all right, sure. We could like get me some like on a dead pig.
No, there's fake skin you can use.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's what they used to do. Well, I think they used to do it on real pigs, live pigs.
Okay, stop talking about what they used to do to pigs living and dead.
I'm interested about where you're getting this trivia.
Yeah,
I know all sorts of shit.
That makes me think Luke's
I did
gonna
a
win.
tattoo reality show.
You're not going to get laid. Here we go. The final scores are in.
Not the final scores.
Well, the final of your final, and then
Yeah.
there's still the final. How do you guys feel right now? Because it's kind of interesting that
It is. It's
someone's going to get a tattoo of someone
tense.
else's signature on their butt.
Well, I'm sure he's ahead.
Do you have a hairy butt?
I mean.
So we might need to weigh. Yeah, your arm is extremely hairy. You're like
we'll
Robin
shave.
Williams.
We'll shave the butt. Whoever's
Okay,
butt
so
it is.
so someone's getting their butt shaved and a signature put on it.
You like that?
I love this. This got a lot better to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot in jeopardy.
There's a lot
suddenly.
of Jeopardy right now. And we're going to call this Butt Jeopardy. Byrnes had, for the final that we're about to go into on Butt Jeopardy, Byrnes had $10,000.
Okay. It feels pretty good.
Respectable?
I'm happy with that. I feel like I'm probably still. I don't know what he did, but
I think. Well, I don't know. I'd be curious.
What are you curious about? What, my man?
How much I had? I literally.
yeah. But I'm sure you're curious to know how much you have.
I don't know. I could believe either way that I was either well above. No, I was. I because I lost some. I got some wrong too.
Luke?
Yes.
Not right now. We're in the Butt
Oh, God,
Jeopardy.
please tell me I haven't already lost the bet.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I haven't because you haven't.
I wish you had, Byrnes, but Luke got $15,000.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, it doesn't really. Yeah, the numbers don't really matter too much.
So at this point, now you're going to be wagering.
Mm-hmm.
What are you writing down now, Byrnes?
My wager.
Oh, you're doing your wager already.
Oh, should I wait? I should wait. I wait.
Well, I was going to give you the category.
Oh, right.
I give you the category. Then
Oh,
you do your
yeah.
wager.
Okay. Give me the category.
The category is American cities. This is for Butt Jeopardy. Recorded on a visit to this California city, YouTube's first video featured a man saying they have really, really, really long trunks. You both have answered.
We've both answered. But I'll listen to the song.
Okay. How you been? How do you feel?
Nervous for sure.
Nervous. Luke?
Yeah.
You know, a little
Confident?
nervy, but I
like
feel
my
good.
answer.
I feel good
I think
about
I
my
like
answer.
both your answers. All right, so this might just come down to the wager. All right, you want to hand them to me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, sure. All right, so there we go. All right, so let's start here with Byrnes. You were in second place.
Mm-hmm.
You lost a lot on the daily doubles.
Yeah.
You've been kind of freaking out a lot. Byrnes wagered it all.
Mhm.
10,000. And his response is, what is San Diego? The correct answer was, what is San Diego? Okay. Now the question is, does Luke also have San Diego?
And how much did he wager?
How much did he wager? Luke wagered 5,001.
Son of a bitch.
Meaning that if he gets this,
Yeah, I know.
He wins by $1.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
I understand the math.
And you know the stakes of this. Someone's getting a signature on their bum.
Yeah. And he already knows. And you know. I'm the only one who doesn't know.
Sir,
He knows what he wrote.
Sir, this is Jeopardy. Calm
Yeah.
down. Sir.
This is not Jeopardy.
Sir, this is Butt Jeopardy. Way better. Butt Jeopardy. Luke answered San Diego.
No! But you say what is?
He did not say what is.
But Jeopardy's got different rules than Jeopardy.
He didn't say what is.
I was so caught up doing the math.
I don't know what to do.
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hold on, let's enjoy what just happened for a minute.
As soon as I handed it over to you, I saw it and I was like, "Ooh, this could be interesting."
He didn't write what is.
I didn't.
By the way, his paper's obviously a bit of chaos. I think what we have to do.
Can I pitch something?
I have an idea as well.
Okay, let's pitch. Go.
I sign Burns' butt. He puts a big question mark on mine.
Don't hate it at all, Byrnes.
Or he signs mine with a question mark.
I was going to say we let the listeners decide.
I think we let the listeners decide.
Interesting.
Okay. I think we let the listeners decide. I think this is, and we'll come back in for the reveal of this. So this is a cliffhanger.
This is now turned into Butt American Idol.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. Well, hey, I'm excited to find out what you guys decide.
I can live with it.
What are the categories? Is it going to be like a A, B, C? Like, is it a?
Yeah.
Does Byrnes win? Does Luke win? Do they both tattoo each other, or do neither tattoo anybody?
If we put both will win.
Yeah, they will put both.
They'll put both.
I think we should put that.
No, I think we have to go AB.
I think we have to go AB.
All right, just remember that I was the guy who pushed for both.
I mean, look, I want both of your signatures on each other's butts, obviously. But I also, the
hard choice is more entertaining.
I agree. I think the hard choice is more
fair
entertaining.
enough.
Let's see because this could live on in infamy.
It really could.
No, I'm in the middle of my wrap up.
Oh, okay.
This could live on in infamy. Who will get whose signature tattooed on their butt? You, the listener and viewer, will decide. Who wins? Oh, is the camera just on now?
No.
Oh, thank God. Anyway, just fucking vote. Who gives a shit? Someone's getting a signature on their ass. What an amazing final. Okay, now quickly, I should point out at the end of the episode, normally we just go to the show credits, but we will figure out a way for people to vote on what outcome they want here. Either Byrnes wins or Luke wins. And one of them is going to get a tattoo on their butt of the other one's signature. So that's exciting. So bear with us while we figure out exactly the best way to do this polling. But it is going to happen. And only one man will leave with a regular butt. Okay, now we can go to the end credits.
So many segments. Thank the Lord above. Thank the Lord above. But let's start again.
That was a Headgum podcast.